To capture the essence of how it truly feels to be a woman, you must be one first. Everything happens inside a woman. When I say that, I don't mean in a sense of spirituality or the complexity and mindfulness of the soul. No, I mean everything happens inside a woman. She releases an egg from a uterus. Man penetrates her inside, finishes and fertilizes her egg. He got the time of his life at her own expense. Now pregnant, she grows a fetus inside her womb. The fetus steals all the nutrients from her food that she consumes, and after 9 months of being consumed from the inside out, what's inside must come out. Surgically mutilated, painfully neglected, independence is dissected, and she is torn from womanhood. When the child tries to escape the womb, it inflicts violence on the mother's body, and much like a war, the woman must fight in order to return home unhurt. But what are you supposed to do when you're confronted by the patriarchy right after giving birth? He'll add an extra stitch to the opening to make sure it's nice and tight for her husband. Blood loss, infection, excruciating pain. Her vagina went from a velvet luxury to a hostile open wound. And he will call it the husband's stitch. The husband's stitch. Anger, violence, and destruction coexist with fertility. Destruction and creation are lovers in embrace. Without the knowledge of death, there is no challenge. As fortified as a woman should be, she's a rabbit, running from dogs. To hunt is to kill. To die is to once be loved. A wolf, a Rottweiler, a pit bull, or maybe it's a handsome golden lab who turns caramel in the sunlight. If the rabbit squeals, the dog's growl will always overshadow her. Not all men, but even a poodle bites harder than a rabbit. It doesn't matter the breed, dogs will be dogs. And a kill is a kill, no matter how brutal. And she better not show anything other than responsiveness, because the good woman is responsive to everyone's needs. From birth, she's taught to appease the desires of the dogs, because any attempt to fulminate may lead to a bitten hand.
Unruly women will make nice household pets after the operation.
Up until her teeth decay, the skin of her breast stretch and wrinkle, she will love, nurture, and act demure. But if the progestin in her pill increases, you better fucking hope you stay away, because an angry woman is not sexy, and you certainly won't care how demure she appears when she rips out the dog's teeth. I hope the smooth holes where teeth used to fill is worth the beauty of a soft pink flower. Do you still desire her when her flower rips and drips and she stains red? Will your cock be enough to plug the baby-making hole? Or is she just moody because she's on her period? From afar, she's provocatively demure, but the closer you get, you will see she's angry and intimidating. She feels tender and comfortable to touch, but she is dangerous. And the woman is not a rabbit. She's a fucking loaded gun so that others don't impose their will on her. Do not underestimate me. My bullets are cold, shiny, and hard. My bullets are unforgiving. I am not a safe and comfortable place for you to be, because I sure as fuck won't care when I pull the trigger. No ancient philosopher's wisdom will ever be strong enough to decipher the power of a woman's body. Like a Buddhist, the extinction of my body after the state of nirvana will be when my suffering ends. The extinction of my womb when it floats around my body. When will my suffering end? Many years ago, I was prescribed an electronic vibrating device to bring me to a hysterical paroxysm, to bring me to a fucking orgasm, to cure my hunger for sex, for passion, for deviancy, for being loud and outspoken, to cure my fucking hysteria. Or a needle in my fucking skull through the back of my eye. And an ice pick will cure my bad housekeeping skills. No doubt.
In some instances, the best that can be done for a family is to return the woman to them in an off state, a veritable household pet.
Many years later, I can vote. I can speak freely. I'm no longer limited to a dog's ownership. And yet I'll be here forever. Immortal, still caring and nurturing, and still a good woman. I'm a slave to the patriarchy. When will my suffering end?